You have been made afraid of ever being in love with yourself, which is the first step of love and the first experience. A man who loves himself respects himself. And a man who loves himself and respects himself respects others too. Because he knows, just as I am, so are others. Just as I enjoy love, respect, dignity, others enjoy. He becomes aware that we are not different. As far as the fundamentals are concerned, we are one. We are under the same law. Es Dhammo Sanantano. Buddha says we live under the same eternal law. In details, we may be a little bit different from each other, which brings variety, which is beautiful. But in the foundations, we are part of one nature. The man who loves himself enjoys the love so much, becomes so blissful, that the love starts overflowing. It starts reaching others. It has to reach. If you live love, you have to share it. You cannot go on loving yourself forever. Because one thing will become absolutely clear to you, that if loving one person, yourself, is so tremendously ecstatic and beautiful, how much more ecstasy is waiting for you if you start sharing your love with many, many people. Slowly the ripples start reaching farther and farther. You love other people, then you start loving animals, birds, trees, rocks. You can fill the whole universe with your love. A single person is enough to fill the whole universe with love, just as a single pebble can fill the whole lake with ripples. A small pebble. Only a Buddha can say, love yourself. No priest, no politician can agree with it, because this is destroying their whole edifice, their whole structure of exploitation. If a man is not allowed to love himself, his spirit, his soul becomes weaker and weaker every day. His body may grow, but he has no inner growth, because he has no inner nourishment. He remains a body almost without a soul, or only with a potentiality, a possibility of a soul. The soul remains a seed, and it will remain a seed if you cannot find the right soil of love for it. And you will not find if you follow the stupid idea that don't love yourself. I also teach my sannyasins to love themselves first. It has nothing to do with ego. In fact, love is such a light that the darkness of the ego cannot exist at all. If you love others, if your love is focused on others, you will live in darkness. Turn your light towards yourself first. Become light unto yourself first. Let the light dispel your inner darkness, inner weakness. Let the love make you a tremendous power, a spiritual force. And once your soul is powerful, you know you are not going to die. You are immortal. You are eternal. Love gives you the first insight into eternity. Love is the only experience that transcends time. That's why lovers are not afraid of death. Love knows no death. A single moment of love is more than a whole eternity. But love has to begin from the very beginning. Love has to start with this first step. Love yourself. Don't condemn yourself. You have been condemned so much. And you have accepted all that condemnation. Now you go on doing the harm to yourself. Nobody thinks himself worthy enough. Nobody thinks himself a beautiful creation of God. Nobody thinks himself that he is needed at all. These are poisonous ideas. But you have been poisoned. You have been poisoned with your mother's milk. And this has been your whole past. Humanity has lived under a dark, dark cloud of self-condemnation. If you condemn yourself, how can you grow? How you can ever become mature? And if you condemn yourself, how can you worship existence? If you cannot worship existence in you, you will become incapable of worshipping existence in others. It will be impossible. You can become part of the whole only if you have great respect of the God that resides within you. You are a host. God is your guest. By loving yourself, you will know this, that God has chosen you to be a vehicle. In choosing you to be a vehicle, He has already respected you, loved you. In creating you, He has shown His love for you. He has made you. Not accidentally. He has made you with a certain destiny, with a certain potential, with a certain glory that you have to attain. Yes, God has created man in His own image. Man has to become a God. Unless man becomes God, there is going to be no fulfillment, no contentment. But how can you become a God? Your priests say that you are a sinner. Your priests say that you are doomed, that you are bound to go to hell. And they make you very much afraid of loving yourself. This is their trick to cut the very root of love. And then they are very cunning people. The most cunning profession in the world is that of the priest. Then he says, love others. Now it is going to be plastic, synthetic, a pretension, a performance. They say, now love humanity, your mother country, your motherland, life, existence, God, big words, but utterly meaningless. Have you ever come across humanity? You always come across human beings. And you have condemned the first human being that you came across. That is you. You have not respected yourself, not loved yourself. Now your whole life will be wasted in condemning others. That's why people are such great fault finders. They find fault with themselves. How can they avoid not finding the same faults in others? In fact, they will find them and they will magnify them. They will make them as bigger as possible. That seems to be the only saving device. Somehow, to save your face, you have to do it. That's why there is so much criticism. And such a lack of love.